Welcome back, killers and survivors. Today we're going to do a second Dead by Daylight video, and of course we have the stream coming up in just a little bit, but we're going to break down what is actually included in the 6.10 patch, or as some people prefer to refer to it as the 24.5 mid-chapter. Now there's a lot of changes to both the killer and survivor side, including a lot of fixes. We're going to kind of gloss over those, but I will include a link in the description below to the actual patch notes if you want to really drill in and see what fixes and what bugs were cleaned up from the PTB to the actual update. Now, of course, if you like this Dead by Daylight content, please drop a like and a comment below. It really does help the channel. Of course, I answer all my comments. Smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell for all Dead by Daylight and horror-related content. Of course, if you're looking for people to play with or you just want to talk about some horror stuff, click on that link in the description below. It is our Discord. I'm also doing a giveaway at the end of the month for subs for the free Prime Jeff skin. If you want that, it will be available as an option for all subs to apply for in the DBD section of the Discord. Now, we're going to hop over, we're going to take a look, and we're going to really dive into everything that went on here, because there is a lot. If you're like me, cells should work now. I just checked, they did load in my account. They have just posted on Twitter that that has been resolved, so that's good. You should have your cells if you bought them earlier. I know PlayStation Network, amongst a couple other things, we're having some problems doing transactions, but it should be good to go now. And here's what we actually have in the 6.10 mid-chapter. Content, Tome 12 Disordance of the Archive starts July 20th, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, adding 5 maze tiles to the pool in the Macmillan Estate map. So that's your content. Gameplay, generators take 90 seconds for survivor to repair, was 80. Killer's kicking a gen now immediately causes 2.5% loss of progress in addition to starting regression. Bloodlust triggers times have been reduced 15 seconds from tier 1, 25 seconds for tier 2, and 35 seconds from tier 3. The following killer actions have been sped up by 10%. Cooldown time after a successful hit. Time to kick generator has been reduced by 1.8 seconds. Time to kick a pallet or wall has been reduced 2.34 seconds. And duration of the survivor speed boost when hit has been reduced from 1.8 seconds. Survivors now have a modified version of Barva Time as baseline ability, no perk required. Unhooked survivors now get 7% movement speed and endurance for 5 seconds. The speed bonus endurance effects are removed if a survivor performs any conspicuous action, and these include repairing a gen, healing yourself or others, cleansing or blessing a totem, sabotaging a hook, unhooking a survivor, or opening an exit gate. Now remember, when they say conspicuous actions, these will show up in a lot of the new perk adjustments. Added a new second of description in the game manual. Endurance of status effect is now canceled by conspicuous actions. There it is again. Endurance does not prevent a survivor from entering a dying state if they are inflicted a deep wound. Alright, so we're going to break down the killer perks, starting with barbecue and chili. Just remove blood points, pretty simple. Corrupt intervention added. Corrupt intervention activates when a survivor enters a dying state. Note, the perk still deactivates after 2 minutes if no survivor has entered the dying state. Colorophobia. Healing skill checks move 50% faster for survivors under the effect of this perk. Dark Devotion now triggers when a survivor loses a health state by any means. Eruption. Increase generator reduction when survivor enters a dying state to 10%. Increase duration of incapacitated status effects to 15, 20, and 25. Noed. Added, once the hex's effect is revealed to the survivors, its hex totem error is showed to the survivors in a range of 4 meters. The range increases steadily over the next 30 seconds to 24 meters. So it basically shows where Noed's at. So it's not going to be like permanently hidden away. Even though it is a hex totem, it shouldn't have been that hard to find in the first place. Hex Ruin. Once any survivor is killed by any means, the Hex Ruin totem reverts to a dull totem. While a generator is not being repaired by a survivor, it will immediately and automatically regress repair to 50%, 75, or 100% of the normal regression speed. Jolt, remove the cooldown. Easy peasy. Knockout. Recovery speed is reduced by 25% for survivors under the effect of this perk. Lethal Pursuer. Anytime a survivor's aura is shown for the period of time and duration is decreased by 2 seconds. Note, the new effect applies to the duration of the normal Lethal Pursuer effect, which means it effectively reveals survivors for 9, 10, 11 seconds from the start of the match. Monstrous Shrine got a huge reworked. The perk is now Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine. The Scourge Hooks now grant 10, 15, 20% faster entity progress if the killer is not within 24 meters. Basement hooks now count as scourges. Overcharge. Added. After overcharge is applied to the generator, its regression speed increases from 75% of the normal to 200 over the next 30 seconds. Pop goes the weasel. Change regression to be 20% of the current progress was 25, so this is a decrease. Note, this canceled after the new baseline regression was kicked by a generator. Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain. Increase healing and repairing speed penalty 10, 13, 16%. Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance. Remove scream effects on survivors and repairing the exploding generator. Generator will now spark to show regression. Phantophobia. Increase individual penalties for sabotaging, totem cleansing 4.5, 5, and 5.5. Increase maximum penalty to 18, 20, and 22. And Tinkerers, the last one, added. This effect can only be triggered once per gen. Alright, so that's what's going on with Tinkerer. And here come the Survivor perks. We start with Borrowed Time. Rework to the count for the baseline version of the effect. Survivors, you unhook keep endurance for 6, 8, 10 seconds of the movement speed. An extra bonus 10 seconds. Botany Knowledge. Increase healing speed by 30, 40, or 50%. Change medkit efficiency to a minus 20 efficiency. Penalty was positive though. Calm Spirit. Increased chance to avoid alerting crows to 100%. Added. Allows you to open a chest, cleanse Blessed Totem silently, but at 40, 35, or 30% reduced speed. Dark Sense. Reworked. Each time a generator is complete, Dark Sense activates. While Dark Sense is active, the killer entering a 24-meter radius around you reveals their aura for 5, 7, or 10 seconds. Once the aura's duration expires, Dark Sense deactivates. Note, the effect triggers if the killer is already within 20 meters of the perk activation. Dead Hard. Remove the dash and dodge element of the perk. Activating Dead Hard now grants survivor endurance for 0.5 seconds. An animation plays when activated so killers can see when the perk has been used without the survivor being hit. Ooh, rip Dead Hard. Decisive Strike. Added. The perk and its effect are disabled after the exit gates have been opened. The perk is now disabled when a survivor performs a conspicuous action as well. Stun duration is now 3 seconds down from 5. Deja Vu. Gain 5% repair speed bonus on generators. Distortion. Reduce the starting tokens to 3, was 4. Remove stipulations preventing the perk from activating when a killer trap. Regain a token for each 30 seconds spent within the killer's terror radius. Distortion may not have more than 3 tokens. Added. Audio cue when no token is used. Added. Audio cue when a token is used. Hope. Remove time limit. Inner Focus. Remove distance restriction on seeing the scratch marks of other survivors was 32 meters. Iron Will. Reduce the grunts of pain volume reduction to 25, 50, and 75%. Added. Does not function while exhausted. Does not inflict exhaustion. Lightweight. Increased reductions of scratch duration 3, 4, 5 seconds. Your scratch marks are spaced inconsistently. That's a new added piece. Lucky Break. Added. For each 1 second spent healing another survivor, increase Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. Lucky Break's duration cannot increase beyond its starting value. No one left behind. Now triggers when the exit gates are powered. Was triggered when exit gate was open. Added. When unhooking a survivor, they gain 7% movement bonus for 10 seconds. Off the record, here's the big hitter. Added. Once you are unhooked or escape from a hook, Off the Record activates for 60, 70, or 80 seconds. Added. Gain endurance status effect. Added. Off the Record is disabled when exit gates are powered. Overzealous. Increase repair buff speed from 6, 7, and 8%. The bonus is doubled if you cleanse a hex totem. Pharmacy. Now guarantees emergency medkit in every chest. Was just the first chest open when injured. Saboteur. Scourge Hooks now have yellow aura when a survivor is being carried. Self-care reduces the self-heal speed to 25, 30, and 35%. Remove medkit efficiency bonus. Soul Survivor. When you're the last survivor alive, gain 75% action speed when repairing gens, 50% action speed while opening the exit gate or the hatch. Spine Chill. It has been reworked. Get notification when the killer is within 36 meters. If the killer is within range and looking at you with a clear line of sight, your speed will, while repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, cleansing, blessing, opening gates, unlocking, is increased by 2, 4, or 6%. The effects of Spine Chill linger 0.5 seconds after the killer looks away or is out of range. Spine Chill icon indicates the strength of the killer's terror radius. Tenacity, add grunts of pain while dying state, have the volume reduced by 75%. And finally, We're Gonna Live Forever has been reworked. When healing another survivor in dying state, your healing speed is increased by 100%. Additionally, performing any of the following actions activates the perk's secondary functions: perform a safe hook rescue, take a hit to protect a survivor, rescue a survivor by stunning a killer with a pallet, rescue a survivor by blinding a killer with the flashlight. When the secondary perk's function is active, healing another survivor out of dying state grants them endurance for 6, 8, 10 seconds, deactivates the secondary function. So there you have it. That's the perks. Now we're going to look at how progression works, and we're really going to dive into how the new prestige system works. The progression and prestige systems have been completely reworked. Important note, existing perks, items, cosmetics will be lost if they are already unlocked on a character, even if having them would contradict the rules of the new system. So there you have it. Global point soft cap has been raised to 2 million blood points. It was 1. Blood point category maximum raised to 10,000. It was 8. And prestiging no longer removes any items, add-ons offering perks or perk slots. Teachable perks have been removed from the blood web. Level 51 of the blood web requires the character to prestige, costing 20,000 blood points, which is what we saw on the thumbnail. Characters can now be prestige up to 100 times. Prestiging a character has the following rewards. Prestige 1 character perks are immediately unlocked for all other killers or survivors at 1. Prestige 2 at tier 2. Prestige 3 at tier 3. Prestige 4 through 6 bloodied cosmetic items were available for the specific character. So if you've already got your bloodies, then you already have them. 7 through 9 perk charms for the character's perks. Existing players will have their characters granted prestige levels in the new system based on the following: plus 2 additional levels per existing prestige. Example, prestige 1 character will receive 2 levels, resulting in prestige 3 in the new system. So like for example, my Freddy was prestige 1, he is now prestige 3. Easy peasy. I just prestige Trapper for this example, he is now prestige 1. If the character has 70 or more perks unlocked, counting each tier of a perk separately, then it breaks down how they get, for additional levels. Prestige 9 is the highest level a character can be when transferring to a new system, even if above the rules should say higher. Existing unlocked teachable perks will be immediately granted to tier 1 of that perk for all characters. No other mechanics are granted or required. So like for example, even though I haven't prestiged my Trickster, all of his perks have been unlocked. They're available on all my characters. Adding unique prestige crest artwork for each prestige level. Characters already prestige 3 on the old system will unlock a bloody prestige portrait on the character selection menu. Now most likely you have that, but it looks like this. And as a Evil Dead content creator, I think you're going to be absolutely astonished that my Ash is prestige 3. So there is his bloody. You also see it there on Michaela. She is also prestige 9 with the bloody. Shrine of Secrets. Teachable perks have been removed from the Shrine of Secrets. Purchase a perk on the shrine now immediately unlocks that perk on all killers or survivors at level 1 for 2,000 shards, level 2 for 4,000, or level 3 for 6,000 shards. You must have purchased tier 1 before you can purchase tier 2, or tier 2 before you can purchase tier 3. Having the perk already available via the prestige system discounts the price. So for example, like I do, I have all the tier 1s from Trickster because they're all unlocked, but No Way Out is in the shrine. I can start for 4,000 shards at level 2, 3,000 at level 3. I don't have to buy the additional. And it's the same thing if you have, two via prestige, it's only 2,000 shards for level 3. So you don't have to keep prestiging the character if you don't want to get that perk higher and all the absolute blood webs for everyone. The same perk may be purchased multiple times. Purchasing a perk that you already have at tier 3 will convert to iridescent shards to 100,000 blood points. So if you already have it maxed out, don't buy it again unless you want 100k blood points. Easy peasy. This can only be done once Shrine of Secrets rotates per perk. Maximum 4 times on a single rotation. Assume you have all 4 perks at tier 3. Matchmaking incentives. Now, I can show you this as well, but it's basically there's a 100% bonus if they're low on stuff. For example, I played one match today. I was low on survivors, so I went to the survivor side. Oh god, the survivor side. Matchmaking incentives been added to the game. Not available to players who have crossplay disabled. That's it. Easy peasy. UI. Made UI changes to accommodate the new prestige crest on multiple screens. Character info. Replace character swap buttons, prompts, and previous next buttons in UI. Optimization. Optimize Doctor's performance. Doctor currently has one of the largest impacts on performance for killers. Those performance optimizations should have been improved on all platforms. Alright, changes from the PTB, and one of the best one is they dropped the prestige node cost from 50,000 to 20,000, as you see, of course, on the thumbnail. Increased blood point category from 8 to 10, the cap from 1 million to 2 million. Rules for converting prestige levels from the old system to the new system have been granted to a maximum starting point of 9. And there's a bunch of other stuff such as prestige, perk, charm, visuals, crests, the dead hard reduction from 1 second to half. Off the record got removed from exit gates. Botany knowledge got the minus penalty when it went live. It didn't exist in the PTB. Spine chill got the terror radius. So basically stuff we already know a lot about when it comes to the actual perks. We got changed from the PTB. And here's the bug fixes. I'm not going to really go into those because you can kind of read them if you're really interested in seeing what they fixed. Audio characters fixed an issue with Hillbilly's Chainsaw. These are more fixes such as entries in the Tome 12 archives. Perks fixed an issue in Tenacity's perk would only reduce grunts of pain of survivors. So more general fixes. Platform specific, you got your Xbox One and your Nintendo Switch. More stuff that was fixed from the PTB, so a lot of known stuff that was fixed. And here there's still some known issues, such as Warrior Goddess for Fang has been disabled to prevent crashing. The Rancor perk activates when the hatch is closed, regardless of how many generators were left. The Nightmare is unable to place dream snares in the kitchen in the preschool. I mean, who uses dream snares anyway? Pallets for life. Blood web cap has been increased to 2 million blood points, even though the tooltip still says 1 million. Matchmaking incentives text is present in play as killer without having the blood point bonus. And terror radius feedback on spine chill functions in reverse, i.e. drains, as the TR gets louder instead of filling. So when you're watching your spine chill, if it gets lighter, they're getting closer. And there you have it, an absolutely massive, complete overhaul. We're going to be playing a lot tonight. I'm going to be going live in a little bit. We're going to do an extra long Dead by Daylight. I'm going to probably try to play some killer. We're going to buy some of the new Attack on Titan skins. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and later, mates.